YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here is about a New Orleans man named Freddie Gilbert, who decides to take a young female's life and dispose of the body, not in a landfill, not leave the body in the house, but in the trunk of a car. You see what I'm saying? Now this is a very sad situation right here, where this girl had many of her years ahead of her, but some kind of way she got involved with this hoodlum, with this thug, because this is what you really call a thug. And thug don't mean just because it's a black person. Thug can be anybody, any absent-minded son of a you know what. You see what I'm saying? That don't give a damn about nobody else. That's a thug. You could be a white thug, you could be a Chinese thug, you could be German, whatever. But you have to clarify yourself on here, because when you label people, people try to stereotype the whole group. So that's why I do that. But anyway, I'm going to read a snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion surely as we go. The mom of a woman found dead in the trunk of a New Orleans man's vehicle after deputies in Texas chased him on Interstate 20 told the Dallas Morning News she wants answers about what happened to her daughter. The newspaper reports Texas authorities have identified the woman as 19-year-old Jaquisha Isaac of Dallas. Her body was found in the trunk of a 33-year-old New Orleans man, Freddie Gilbert's vehicle, after he crashed it while fleeing Kaufman County, Texas deputies, the newspaper said. Kaufman County Sheriff's deputies initially tried to pull over Gilbert after someone in a different car reported he fired a gun toward the car related to an apparent fit of road rage. Now, why would he do that? Number one, he got to be the dumbest damn crook in the world. Well, hold on, before I make that number one, this should be number one. Number one, you shouldn't kill no damn body anyway, but this goes to show you how karma comes back and strikes you in the least big ways. Now, think about it. He killed this woman because he can't control himself, and he's some type of damn walking demon, if you will. So, if he was able to control himself, when even though he killed this woman, when he was involved with this road rage incident with somebody, he would never pull that gun and alerted authority to him, because after he fired at them people, they called the police, and that's how they got on him. You see what I'm saying? But if he would have never did that, we probably wouldn't even never be hearing about this story right now. So this goes to show you how real karma is, and you reap what you sow. Now, Gilbert attempted to flee deputies, the report states, but crashed his vehicle in the median of Interstate 20. Gilbert exited the vehicle and told the deputy that there was a body in the trunk of the car. The deputy located the body of a female, and the scene was secured. Katy, Texas area TV station KLTV reported earlier this week. Gilbert has not been charged or accused in connection to the woman's remains, but was booked Sunday on suspicion of evading arrest with a vehicle and having prohibited items in a correctional facility. Kaufman County Sheriff's Office's records show 4 additional charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon were added Tuesday by the Forney Police Department, the agency that took the call from the motorist. Now, hold on. Now, the key thing is this right here. Gilbert has not been charged or accused in connection with the woman's remains. Now, how can that be right there when you have a dead body in there? And just like if the police was to pull you over and they found a dead body in your trunk, that's your body, unless you can sit up here and explain to me why this body is in your trunk, and then you become an accessory. So evidently it's more to this story than we know, or unless he's finna drop the dime on some people, and that he might know a lot of things that's going on in the streets or whatnot. So prepare for a lot of those to be kicked in, because for them to sit up here and say he has not been charged or accused in connection with the woman's remains, but the remains were in your possession. That's just like if you have a dead body in your house. You see what I'm saying? And the police come in there. It could be one of your family members. Guess what? It's going to be some kind of charge, because why is this dead body here? You feel what I'm saying? So evidently he must have told him something, but this is very sad. Now, Isaac's mother told the Dallas Morning News she learned the body in the trunk was her daughter's when talking with someone at the scene. Now, they got to be the saddest thing in the world for you to be talking to somebody and they tell you, look, this is your child, somebody that came out of you, somebody that you raised and nurtured and cared for, you know what I'm saying, to spend years with, and all of a sudden just to see them laying there dead, you know, by the hands of some damn evil ass person. She said, I started describing her tattoos, Isaac told the newspaper. He said, well, the one I'm looking at on her right arm says Lolita, and I just dropped the phone. I was like, that's my baby. Gilbert pleaded guilty in 2011 in Orleans Parish to illegal carrying of a weapon. He was sentenced to serve 5 months in Orleans Parish prison, court records show. And the case is still going on. The case is still open. But this is what I tell people. you have to be careful who you with. And when you see the picture of the young lady, she's a very beautiful young lady, you know. But this what happened when you get involved with the wrong people. Now she's 19, he's 33. Number one, that's a huge age difference right there. And then also, you have to understand that you want your child to go on, and if it's in them, because everybody's not built for college. I'm not saying you have to go to college. You want your child to go on and be something in life instead of getting involved with these thugs, because it's clearly to see that this guy Freddie Gilbert was not no academic type person. He wasn't in school. He wasn't trying to better his life or go to a job or something or be something, have ambitions. His only ambitions in life was to cause havoc and mayhem and basically destroy people's lives, just like he did Miss Isaac's daughter, her life, when he took her daughter from her. And even though they saying that they're not trying to charge him or connection with the woman's remains, but how can you be in a vehicle unless we gonna think hypothetically. Now, only way you would know if a body's in a vehicle if that car do not belong to you, like if you go borrow it from a friend or something. But the only way you would know it's in there if it's smelling, depends on how long, or if you look in the trunk, or if you went and stole a vehicle and it was already one in there. That's the only way I can see that you would not know a vehicle will be in that car. So this is what happened when you make the wrong choices, because it never said that he abducted her, or kidnapped her or anything. So something basically went down, but they have some kind of connection. This 19-year-old Jaquisha and this guy 33-year-old Freddie Gilbert. So you tell me what you think about this case right here, because it's very sad that we have these young women who's basically letting these older guys just destroy their lives, just like the young professor that took the guy to church on Sunday and he killed her that Friday, you know. And she was younger than him. I think she was like, what, I think 38, 35, and he was like damn near 50. You know what I'm saying? Looked like he was 60 in the face. But, you know, she took the man to church and everything. He's been in and out of trouble all his life. And he decides that Friday that he was going to take her life. So, you know, you have to be careful the people you entertain or be around. Now, if this is just a random act of violence, that's totally different. That's understandable. But if it wasn't and she was involved with this man, you have to question her motives also. Why would you be involved with this low life, with this thug? You see what I'm saying? But you can't tell nobody who to love. Of course you can't. I understand that. But also, you need to be aware of the type of people you're dealing with, because remember, it's the people that's going to be, it's the people that's closest to you that will wind up doing the most damage to you and wind up hurting you the most. So keep that in mind today. And if you're around somebody who is not good for you and you know they're involved in all kind of criminal activities, you know what I'm saying, you need to get off them around them. You need to separate yourself, because you're not going to have a prosperous future like that, messing over people. Because let me tell you something, what goes around comes around. And if you're around somebody and they doing things in the streets or whatever, guess what? You might be somewhere with them and somebody might be coming to kill them, and you right there and you get it too. You know, because I done had a few friends die like that, where these guys were just straight good guys, students, never messed over nobody. Everybody spoke highly of them, but around the wrong people, they end up losing their lives. But anyway, let me know what you all think about this tragic situation right here. And you know, and may she rest in peace, you know, the young queen, 19-year-old Jaquisha. So let me know what you all think. Life is all about decisions. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that she didn't have a choice, because depends on what happened, but you know, we all have a choice to a certain extent. You know, either you can allow yourself to go down the road with these people and wind up in a worse situation, thinking that it's cool, thinking that it's hip, just like a lot of us used to think when we was young. And then as you get older, you realize a lot of that stuff was just straight bullshit, straight BS. You know, and a lot of people never make it to that maturity, to that level where they can look back and separate themselves from people that don't mean them no good. So that's what I preach about more than anything. And the reason why I said preach, speak, same thing to me, because I'm not no preacher. I'm just a person, you know what I'm saying, with a word in my heart. That's all. I'm just speaking my truth. That's it. So I don't want anybody to think I'm saying I'm better than anybody else. But one thing I would not do is sit up here and take people's lives or mess over people if they never did nothing to me. I don't live by them rules. I live by a certain code. What you do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You see what I'm saying? You don't go look for trouble. You don't go start trouble. But if it comes to you, you finish it. You feel what I'm saying? That's what real men live by. But you ladies, y'all be careful the guys you dealing with. And you fellas too also, because they knocking y'all off too. Anyway, it's been your boy Trey. Till next time, y'all stay blessed. Have a great day. I'm out.